Hey guys, I'm back. Once again, another pay-per-view coming up this weekend, Judgment Day this Sunday. WWE pay-per-view that, quite frankly, I really am not excited at all about. Probably not even going to order the pay-per-view because really none of the matches really do much for me. So much talent is really left off of the pay-per-view. I don't understand why you have Mr. Kennedy, Jeff Hardy, MVP. The list just basically goes on and on of wrestlers that really are not on the card. I don't understand why they've been left off. They could have had so many other quality matches, new feuds going on that really they just didn't follow through, and they really left off a lot of great wrestlers that it seemed like on TV, like again, like William Regal. He's another one that could have been on the card, maybe in a match against Mr. Kennedy, which I thought they were building to, but they did not have that. So what we get this month is again a lot of feuds that we've seen in the past, seen the last few months, and basically just rematches that there's no reason for. It should be a time where you're heading into new feuds. But anyways, with that being said, I'll just go ahead and I'll give my predictions for the card. The first match on the card will most likely be the ECW Tag Team title match between Kane and CM Punk against the champions, John Morrison and The Miz. I really think Kane and CM Punk are going to get the titles in this match because WWE loves doing this. They love throwing together two singles wrestlers, giving them the tag title belts, and then that leads into a feud and things like that. So I basically see Kane and CM Punk winning the match. I think eventually Kane will turn on CM Punk, and then that'll lead into a feud for the two of them for the ECW title. Really, this isn't a match I don't think many people care about. ECW, nobody cares about anymore, so hopefully it's going to be maybe a 5-6 minute match and not much to it. So next match on the card is for the WWE Women's title. It's between the Glamazon Beth Phoenix, Melina, as well as the champion Mickie James. I think Mickie James is going to retain the title. I think it's going to break down where Melina and the Glamazon are going to end up getting into a battle. The Glamazon is probably going to lay out Melina, just leave the ring, and then Mickie James will end up getting the pin on Melina. Then it'll lead into a feud for Beth Phoenix and Melina. Probably number one contenders match, and then the winner of that will go on and face Mickie James again for the women's title. But Mickie James just won the title recently, so I don't think they're going to take it off her already. So I see Mickie James definitely retaining the title. Next match on the card is a match I just found out about online that they just added today. It is The Big Show against Mark Henry. Exactly, no one's going to care about this match. Big Show is going to win. You know that there's no reason to have Mark Henry beat The Big Show. It's really disappointing to me that they've done this to The Big Show. He really had a very, very good match against Floyd Mayweather at WrestleMania. I thought that would be the start of his big push. Then they went and put him in a match against Great Khali and now against Mark Henry. So they're really not doing anything to elevate him at all. He's basically went from Floyd Mayweather, where he was getting mainstream publicity, and now he's basically a mid-card wrestler at best. So honestly, I see Big Show winning with probably the choke slam, and that's it. I don't think there's any much to this match. There's two wrestlers that are not that mobile in the ring, so it's probably going to be a slow match similar to the Big Show and Great Khali match, and really Big Show's going to win. There's no doubt in my mind on that. Next match on the card is JBL against John Cena. Again, this is a match that we've seen in the past. Two workers that on pay-per-views they've always pretty much been solid. They high work rate. I don't see JBL getting a clean win at all in this. If he wins, it's going to be by disqualification. I think that's pretty much what's going to happen, because JBL, I don't see them having him lose cleanly to Cena on the pay-per-view. So I think he's probably going to end up getting disqualified. If they want to carry the match, the feud into next month, they'll set up maybe some type of a no-holds-barred match or something like that between the two. But I don't see Cena pinning JBL in this match. I don't see any chance of JBL cleanly beating Cena, so I think what's going to happen is a JBL win by Actually, no, not JBL win. It's going to be a John Cena win by disqualification. Next match on the card is Shawn Michaels against Chris Jericho. Should be a very solid match for what it lasts. I think it's probably going to be about a 10-minute match, and then Batista will run in, cost Shawn Michaels the match, probably just destroy him. I think it's going to be a very brutal beating. He's probably going to throw him through the announcer table, just going to really go off on him, and that's going to set up a match next month, a rematch between Batista and HBK, probably at a one-night stand, where it's just going to be probably no rules match, and that's just going to be a brutal match. Probably that's more of Batista's style. Batista HBK and just a straight-up singles match was not that great. I think you put him in a no-holds-barred match, something like that, at the next pay-per-view. I think it's going to be a very solid match, and I would look forward to that. But my prediction is Shawn Michaels wins this one by disqualification with the interference from Batista. Leads us into the third rematch that these men are having, Undertaker versus Edge for the WWE the world title. Undertaker is champion. We've seen this the last 2 months. The WrestleMania match was great in my mind. Last month was a pretty good match, and now I think they're just really overdoing it. No one wants to see this 3 months in a row. If you're going to have it 3 months in a row, why not have it like a casket match or a cage match, last man standing match, or something? You cannot have 3 singles matches in a row on pay-per-views and things people are going to be excited about. It doesn't work, and honestly, I really don't know who's going to win. I think Undertaker's going to retain. I could see Edge winning it as well. I really don't. It's pretty much a toss-up, but at this point, I don't think many people care about this feud anymore. They've dragged it out way too long. It's time for MVP to get into the feud with Undertaker, get Edge onto something else, and basically they just drag this on to the point where I personally don't care, and I know a lot of other people don't care about this feud anymore. So, but my prediction is Undertaker retaining the title, which leads us to the main event, not HBK, Triple H against Randy Orton for the WWE title inside a steel cage. This is again another match we've seen many times, and they've done it in tag matches on Raw, tag matches on pay-per-views, singles matches on pay-per-views, and they've just fought so many times where it's to the point, even though it's in a cage, it's not new anymore. We already seen it so many times where, personally, I don't care to see this match anymore, and I know a lot of other people could care less who wins this match because we've seen it so often, it doesn't really make a difference, because even if Randy Orton wins the title, you know he's going to lose it the next night on Raw, so what is the point of having this match? Really, I see no point in it. I think William Regal is going to get involved somehow, probably try to cost Triple H the title. I think Triple H will retain the title, and then that'll lead into Triple H versus William Regal either next month or at Night of Champions, which I personally am looking forward to because I think that could be a tremendous match. William Regal is a great wrestler. Triple H, when he's on his game, can be a tremendous wrestler, and that I think will be a money match and certainly something I will look forward to. But definitely I see Triple H retaining the title. No way he's going to lose it to Randy Orton this soon after he got it. And basically, like I said, I am not excited about this pay-per-view. I'm not going to order the pay-per-view, so anyone who does order the pay-per-view, I will be curious to see what the results are, so I will check back online and see that. But other than that, like I said, I would advise not to order the pay-per-view. Wait for either One Night Stand or Night of Champions, and probably you're going to see the rematches on Raw, because they do that so often anymore, where if you miss the pay-per-view, you see the rematch on Raw, and you really don't miss out on much. So, quite frankly, I would advise you not to order the pay-per-view. Just save your money for Slammiversary or one of the next WWE pay-per-views. Hopefully you enjoyed my review. Not my review, my predictions, and you have any comments, feel free to leave me comments, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Have a good one. Bye.